Hello everybody, my name is E the Undead, also known as L.G.Y.A, and these are my friends. Alex.
Hi. I'm Gideon, Gideon TBNR. You also can call me Alex Baker. Zach.
I'm the Tasernator, or, Zach. It is.
Great! Hello everybody. Today's episode is about food. What about food? Well, it's delicious. And well, today we have two professional cooks, I think, right? Right?
Professionals pushing it.
I've done professional cooking, yes.
Well, okay. Alex isn't a professional, but Zach is a professional cook. And today they wanted to do this episode about cooking. Now, what should be the first thing we talk about cooking? Because I have no idea how to cook. Only thing I know about is grilling and possibly air frying.
I think air frying is a tad bit overrated, but it is still very good.
Well, in my opinion, I think it's pretty good for what it is, since, well, it airs and then fries.
Yeah, but it's also gotten to the point where people have looked to it as this godsend to, not having to deep fry foods anymore, or whatever. And that's just not true.
Well, think of it this way. When you deep fry a food, it comes out perfectly, okay. In some ways, it's sometimes not perfectly crisp, but it's usually perfectly golden, because everywhere besides on the bottom that's touching the bottom of it, it's usually getting everywhere around it, versus when you, grill it and you have to flip it around, and there's those sides that, end up not getting cooked because, it's not getting touched by the grill.
Is there anything about grilling or deep frying?
Well, air frying in my situation.
So it's different things then.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Now, deep frying it, that's also another good way, but the process of that also needs you to have the proper stuff for that. I don't got the chemicals, now I guess it's the liquid, right? Is it just liquid or is it chemicals?
No, it's just
heated up oil and some other stuff.
Yeah, so it's just liquid, yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't got that, and I also don't got, a deep fryer for that. Plus, those things get really hot, and, well, they splash everywhere. I have no room for that over here.
Yeah, they do splash quite a bit.
Yeah.
I don't recommend working as a fry cook, unless, you're desperate.
Well, if you really think about it, then doesn't that mean SpongeBob was really desperate?
Yeah, well, but SpongeBob is a cook, and he just loves missing crabs.
That's true.
He also doesn't fry things. He cooks them on the grill.
Well,
he's a grill cook. I've never seen French fries in SpongeBob.
Well, I'm either one, I'm having the Monopoly Man optical illusion thing going on right now with the monocle, or I've seen the deep fryers and everything. It's just it doesn't pop up too much because it's always patties, not fries. But I don't know. Either way, I would consider it.
Oh yeah, he does the he does the kelp fries.
Oh yeah, there we go. So I was right.
Yeah.
It was a Monopoly Man with the monocle situation. That's great. Yeah. Yeah. I do air frying. What would you prefer to do, Zach?
Prefer over air frying? Well, that really depends on what I'm cooking, because air frying is good, and I do use it a lot, so I shouldn't really be talking because I use it all the time for chicken sandwiches and whatnot, but honestly, just straight up, deep frying is very time consuming, but it also makes it taste a lot better.
Yeah. Alex? What's your favorite way of
I haven't
cooking?
really cooking it. I usually go with kind of like either on top of the stove or a grill. That's what I kind of prefer.
I see. I mean, I get the whole grilling thing because I like flipping my stuff, but at the same time, I also like the air frying because it gets everywhere. I don't gotta worry about the lines and everything because it's pretty much just like heated air, just with more pressure and all that stuff. So I figured.
Is very specific what it does for what it's trying to substitute.
I mean, it's always okay. Depending on the air fryer too, you can have it anywhere, especially on
So we can have it in the middle of the sky from a plane.
You can. You just gotta figure out how you're gonna do that.
Yeah, well,
get rid of all those fumes so it doesn't go directly to the freaking engine.
Yeah. But also think of it this way too. Depending on what kind of air fryer it is, sometimes they'll have a built-in grill with it too.
Yeah,
I was talking about skydiving with it, but this topic seems more fun.
I mean,
I skydive with an air fryer. Oh,
I have no idea. I've seen them skydive with a lot of things.
Yeah, it's like the one episode of regular show where they skydive with a hot pocket.
I mean, I think I've seen it like once, and I was like amazed by it, and then I forgot about it. You guys just remind me about it. But I guess in that situation, I think the only way for someone to follow a plane with an air fryer and it be operational they would have to wear like a battery pack.
Or just do special effects.
They could do special effects, but if someone was able to
air fryer.
Yeah.
That too.
That's true. Like, yeah, I don't know. Why did this pop up in your head?
Battery pack on your back, where's the parachute gonna go?
Over the battery pack.
It's gonna be way too heavy, man. You're gonna go splash.
Dude, if you could...
At that point, it's just gonna be your last meal.
I mean, okay, I'm gonna counter that. There are so many old people that want to, they don't want to die, but like, they want to skydive. They're like, think of it this way, they always want to skydive, and well, they're always in the front. Think of it this way, the battery pack would be in front of the person, and the actual, parachute would be in their back.
And it would rip them in half. You're just condemning them to death.
Or just have like a air parachute for the air fryer and then have a parachute for yourself.
I mean, you could, yeah. But...
Even then...
yeah, I don't know. But Alex, what drove you to think about skydiving of everything?
My brain is weird, man.
Well, I know that all our brains are weird in this situation, but I'm just saying.
I have no idea. I don't know why. It just popped up.
Oh yeah, it popped up. Man, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Imagine doing that, but you actually have like a deep fryer too. Imagine you're just like falling down, all the oil starts flying up in front of your face.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah, that would suck more.
I wouldn't even cook. That would just be very messy.
Well, think of it this way. The guy, before he jumps off, he lets the oil cook. But then as he jumps off, the oil splashes up into his face. And then as he's falling down even more, the actual, net, flies up and smacks him in the face, too. Double the...
Very complicated ways to hurt people.
Well, yeah, I mean, think of it, okay. We're on the topic of skydiving with an air fryer. Now we're on the topic about, skydiving with a deep fryer. Now, think about what would happen if you're going down with a grill. it's kind of the same thing, only, you know, this time it's not as bad. It's not as bad as the deep fryer because
I just saw this like giant grill falling into someone's backyard.
Massive girl just hitting their backyard, followed 3 seconds later by a deer with a faulty parachute. Just
yeah. Oh, you know what? This obviously it's not the topic of food, but since we're talking about food, it just made me think about what would happen if Nikocado Avocado ever, you know, tried doing skydiving.
Man, at that point, that'd just be the big fat eating guy who always, like, he does all those videos where he's eating like 10,000 chicken nuggets or whatever, then he drops one and he starts crying.
But think of it this way. Imagine him skydiving and all you could hear is, like, him yelling. But as him yelling, you're still on the plane, you just hear the, you know, he just falls down.
Let's put it this way, we ended World War II by dropping a nuke. We're gonna end the world by dropping Nikocado Avocado out of the plane. That's gonna be like worse than the meteor that hit the dinosaurs, man. It's gonna be extinction level.
Dude, it's not gonna be nuclear, it's just gonna be pure gas. He hits the ground.
It's chemical warfare.
He hits the ground, like, everyone gains fancy.
This giant fart.
Isn't Nikocado gay?
What?
That's a question for Nikocado Avocado.
I think he's gay. I don't know if he's gay or bisexual.
I can't believe, holy shit, it's the big fat guy on the internet that everyone, like, makes fun of because he always blames the internet for making him fat when he literally just sits there every day and eats, like, a billion calories.
Well, you should, he used to, like, I don't know, yeah, you not...
He used to be really skinny and play the violin, and now he's just fat as hell.
Now he's angry all the time because how obese he is. You know what? It would be really funny. I post this, and then like all of a sudden we hear like a review from Nikocado Avocado. Imagine how like.
Actually, like, eat it every time we do one of these. If Nikocado Avocado watches this freaking podcast, I'm here every time.
I don't even think we would have a good conversation in that situation. Like, okay. Alex, you have no idea who this person is directly, right? Okay, pretty sure, like, Zach, do you think Nikocado Avocado is like, I can probably just say Nick, but like, do you believe that Nikocado is, like, faking everything? And just doing it for the views?
Oh, okay, yeah, I do believe that he's fake and that he's crying. He fakes crying when not producing though. He does not put on a fat suit every day.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about how he acts.
That man is 100% calories.
He's been wearing a fat suit this entire time. Just like Mr. What was that guy? Master of the Disguise just pulls off his fat. He's like, no, I'm still that one dude from the very beginning. I still play the violin to the T.
I mean, he still does play the violin, but apparently he is getting back into shape. Hang on, I really don't want this in my search history.
Oh god.
Oh wait, that reminds me. So you gotta be careful when you search up Nikocado Avocado because.
No, I saw that video.
Saw what video?
Okay, never mind. Yeah, he is gay. His most recent video is him making out with some dude while eating spicy cheese fried.
Jesus fucking Christ! knew I was right.
Oh my god.
I wasn't sure if he was bisexual or just gay. Which, by the way, people, we're not hitting on gays. It's just whether or not Nikocato's gay or not.
Oh my god, dude. What the fuck are these thumbnails? Holy shit.
So, okay, I'm gonna be honest. Nikokato has an OnlyFans.
No.
Yes, he has an OnlyFans. I think I've seen like 2 seconds of a meme of like one of the beginning scenes of what he's posted on OnlyFans, and it was horrifying finding that on YouTube.
Sorry, I'm just amazing.
Oh,
I mean, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Like, perfect example of Nikocado. Just like...
No!
I'm not joking. Like,
Make it worse.
I'm just saying. But like...
he's not wrong.
Just like, spike up his hair, make him kind of slimmer to a point, make him taller. How about that? Give him a red shirt.
Like a foot.
Gotta be smaller and lighter. Like, is almost better Nikocado, but like, if you want to go all out, you gotta make him shorter and lighter, because Nikocado is just a tub of a man. He is no longer a person, he is just a ball.
Yeah, he's a ball. Like, does he ride on like a mobility scooter?
Yes.
Like a lot?
No.
Like, let's see. He rides on a mobility scooter. Doesn't he do oxygen?
I think he faked that for that one video.
Oh, well. There's been plenty of times where he's in the video and he has like a whole bunch of like oxygen tanks and like the whole like tube up the nose thing going on, and he'll ride that thing. He'll ride it and he'll bounce like crazy.
He's got hydraulics.
Yeah.
Well, let's think of a song that matches that.
Yeah, that one Cars one. Oh wait, not the one Cars one. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I think I watched like a video on like Oomville. You know what I'm talking about, Zach?
Yeah, I've seen some of those stuff.
I'm pretty sure he had an entire video dedicated of having an entire day with Nikocado.
Yeah, I remember hearing how he was like, yeah, it's mainly all just for show.
And it was funny because, like, Weekend got involved with that too.
Oh yeah, I remember. It's not that he got involved with it, it's just he was like, how, the same shit, he was like, how deep does it really go? And then he spent a day with him as well. I was like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's doing it mainly for show.
Yeah. Which, I thought that was funny. Yeah, we originally were supposed to be talking about food, but then we ended up talking about Nikocado.
Oh, to be fair, Nikocado and food go hand in hand.
I mean, yeah, okay. Now we're on the topic of Nikocado. What's the deal with queso? I never heard of queso.
Dude,
oh my god, he just popped up all the stuff.
I know! I've seen the stuff! But like...
Built like a one-by-one book.
Alex, or Eli, those guys that walk by our table every day and call me queso, they do that because, just like Alex said, he's a big, fat, angry guy.
Well, I know that. I've seen his stuff. Like, literally, I think there's one day where I was scrolling through TikTok, and, like, it was a guy that looks like Nikocado, but, like, he's way bigger. I'm guessing he's a famous person with his...
screams at the fact that people called him... what was that one outside the one-by-one brick one?
I don't know, I think...
Like, what do you mean this guy's built by, like, a one-by-one Lego brick?
And he was like, what is a one-by-one Lego brick? And then he popped up like a picture. But like...
It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, but like, the meme I'm talking about literally has this one factory that looks like Nikocado, but like isn't. He's just way more obese, and he's literally towering over the Earth. And then he's like, "I'm gonna eat this planet." And then all of a sudden, like Queso's like, "No, I'm gonna eat this planet." And then we got like these two gods, like the god aspect of it as they're towering over Earth. And like I don't know. Every time Queso comes up in play, I always remember that meme because it was the first ever meme I saw that introduced me to Queso.
Queso, yeah.
Like, there's so much things. Like, I've been seeing a lot of Minecraft ones.
Oh yeah, the Minecraft ones are all just, it's, so no matter what, it is always in good fun because he always laughs at him. He finds him absolutely hilarious.
I would fucking feel like that's cool too, cause like seeing someone that would win an animation of me just being like a monstrosity, I'd feel honored to see that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, think of that. Do you remember that that one where somebody animated him as a 1x1 brick?
Yeah, I've seen that. They got silent.
Hello? Yeah, I went out or somebody else?
That's what Elijah was asking me earlier. That's how Discord is, where if nobody is talking, it goes completely silent, because usually people are using Discord over, like, video games, so if everyone's silent, it just takes the different audio.
You know, your audio, Zach, like, when it cuts out, you're fine, but then as soon as you start talking, it sounds like a car is in the background.
Yeah, it's like, you just hear like as if it's raining or something playing in the background.
It's like if I'm sitting here and you're like, "Hey, how's it going?" It's like, and it's like, wow.
Oh wait, is it your fan?
I turned off all my fans.
I don't know, maybe just your ambience or just your microphone in general. I mean, it's not bad. It's just every time when you keep on talking, it just gets louder and louder. I mean, it's not bad. It's probably going to be more comedy, just hearing it over the audio. I don't know. Anyways, no. So, before, like, it went really silent, I thought you were going to say something else, Alex.
What do you think I was going to say?
I don't know. It sounded like you were about to say something else while you were talking.
Oh, I was just talking about the word animated of him being a 1x1 brick.
Yeah, I thought you were going to lead it up with something else. Okay.
I don't remember if I was or not.
I don't know. Like, as soon as that silence went on, I was like, is something going to happen? But, yeah, I don't know. I will say, out of, like, all the obese people in the world, I think Nikocado and Queso are my number 2.
Who's your number 1?
My number 1, I'd probably say Queso more. Cause like it isn't like okay. I never started like seeing avocado stuff until like I don't know. I got like a fresh new phone, and then one of his videos were like on my recommendation, and I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing? As I see his chicken wings like in a stack in a pyramid. I'm like, is this some pyramid scheme thing going on right here? I clicked on it, and I regret clicking on it.
Oh,
are you talking about? Because
was it the fake one where it showed you a part of his OnlyFans where it was like him and another dude having sex?
No. No. It was just one of his normal videos where he was just like sampling food. And when I mean sampling food, like, he took out the entire store kind of sampling food.
Yeah.
He was that one Karen that was like, "Oh, free sample? Let me have another one." And just literally grabbed the entire cart and just took it to his car. But like, no, that was like the first ever thing that I've seen about Nikocado Avocado, and has not left me since. It's stuck in my recommendations. Nowadays, I see too much stuff to actually see it pop up. But there's always an occasion where I see his face and I'm like, no. But
There again.
yeah. But when I see queso, it's more friendly. I have more enjoyment in seeing a fat man that's playing games versus a man just going ham. Yeah, just going ham, playing pretty much his entire fist in his mouth at this point.
Yeah.
If you have, I don't know, you just start eating wings and your hand's, covered in, barbecue sauce, that man will literally grab your hand and, clean it right in front of you.
Yeah, he's pretty gross.
Yeah. But, queso, you don't do that. He just complains about, so many people making fun of his size, and it's not even to that point where it's he's actually mad about it.
Yeah, there was one where he was doing weed bowling, and he jumped when all the pigs fell down. After that, his comments were like, "What do you mean you're underwater? What do you mean the Himalayas are underground?"
I remember seeing one where he jumped up, and as soon as he jumped up, he hit the ground, and there was that one, movie scene where I think, I don't know, an asteroid or a giant nuke hits the ground, and then all of a sudden, the entire world starts, shaking, and, you see, the entire globe start deforming because of this one specific area that just blew up. Pretty sure once, I post this, I'll probably put up a short clip of what I'm talking about. It's gonna be fucking funny. So I literally have that video. I have that video saved.
You ever seen the movie Deep Impact?
I think so, yeah.
It's where a massive meteor hits the Earth. It's gonna be perfect.
Yeah, I think that might be the one I'm talking about, actually. I don't know. It was an old movie with cool effects, I will say that. But, I don't know. For the main topic of, this topic, I would say yes, queso is my number one.
Number one obese man.
Yes. I mean, who can tell me otherwise?
I mean, I'm not there yet, so I can't be your number one obese. Definitely not your number one obese guy.
Well, I feel bad.
I'm fat, but I'm not obese. So.
I really feel bad if he sees this episode. Yeah. I know, but I'm just saying. When I got popular, and he saw our second episode, we were just talking about him. I'm not censoring him.
It's all in good fun, but please, for the love of God, take a shower.
Jesus.
He says he does, but
I really hope this episode doesn't really get recorded for bullying.
at this point don't make me rude, but at this point he smells like he took a shit in his pants.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
You know what? I think at this point I might need to censor his name as soon as it pops up.
Just bleep out every time we say his name.
Well, it's not like you got permission to talk about him.
His name is Steve. We don't know who you're talking about. We're talking about Steve.
Yes. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. When I'm censoring Sean's name, all it's going to be is Steve going... I don't know, but, yeah. If you're actually listening, sorry. I don't know, it's just bits and all that stuff. No reporting for us for bullying. We said we'd be sorry, and that's it. But, yeah, I don't know. Not okay. Nowadays, YouTube is kind of, iffy on things. TikTok, yeah, they'll take anything, which I love about it. But, yeah, YouTube, I gotta be careful about YouTube.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's true.
Which I'm surprised.
This will all need to be on the channel, and this is supposed to be the channel that we're putting our work on.
Yeah. Which I'm surprised that YouTube allowed us to cuss for our last episode. Because we did start cussing.
YouTube doesn't mind cussing as long as it's not like in the first couple minutes, which is why I held off on.
That's true. That is true. Yeah, we didn't.
I only cuss because I'm frustrated.
Yeah. Oh my fucking god! You started cussing like crazy that one day.
You were cussing like crazy when you were using my VR and Mr. Bones.
It's because it scared me, and it's like the first thing that comes out of my mouth.
He's in the back just flailing his arms around going, shit, it's on me!
Yeah. That's fucking funny. But, yeah. Anyway, we're on topic of food.
It doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, I like how this whole thing was supposed to have a point to it, and it's just us now rambling on.
I mean, it's not that bad. I will say that.
That's the point of this podcast, isn't it?
What?
Yeah, no, it's not bad. I love the stepping ladder of how we got there. First it was food, so then it was air fryers, and then it was skydiving with air fryers, then deep fryers, then grills, then Nikocado avocado, then queso, then Sean, now we're here.
Yes.
This is amazing. No. Okay, so another reason why I agreed to doing food is because there was an anime that recently came out that was about food. What?
Where they're like monster fighters and they're cooking in a dungeon or whatever.
Well, okay. Alex, you probably...
You're going to mention the Food Wars for a second.
No, not Food Wars. That's a good one. I will say that. Food Wars is a good one. But this one's more satisfying. This is more satisfying, I will say this. Because it's more of a D&D aspect to it. And then, literally, we start looking into the cooking kind of situation. Because like, the whole premise of the the show is about how this party was fighting a dragon and all that stuff, but while they were fighting the dragon, a group of them got teleported to the surface. The one that teleported them ended up getting eaten by the dragon and all that stuff, and then now they're trying to get all the way back to that dragon to save her. Which, it's fucking weird to think like, oh, this girl's gonna be fine after, being pretty much getting digested and then in this dragon. Oh, we covered that down.
Like immortal or something?
No. They make it look like they're immortal. But I don't get the entire premise of it. I might have to watch it again, but like, I don't get the entire premise because like, there's times where they'll die, but then they'll come back to life.
Talking about Delicious in Dungeon.
Have you seen it?
It's been recommended the shit out to me by Netflix, but no.
I will fucking say, you might like it. You might like it. Not the whole aspect of...
There's a lot of things that I might like that I just don't want to try.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you might like it for the fact that it's a good D&D plot. I will say that. I don't give anything. Because, like, the whole premise of it is, they're trying to save this one girl. They covered up the whole reason why she wouldn't be dead is that because dragons have this weird digestive system where they, like, it takes forever for them to digest their food, and when they're sleeping and blah, 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 it doesn't, like, affect them too much.
It just sounds like a plot hole.
Yeah, it's a plot hole. But, with the entire premise of the show, it's pretty much them being broke. And so, because they're broke, they resort to eating monsters.
Nice.
It is nice. Because, like, literally, it's the main character of the entire group, and he's obsessed with monsters. He's so obsessed to the point where he's like, I want to eat them! And, like, he's trying to eat all these monsters, and I don't even know what the other two are. I think one's an elf, and then the other one's like a hobbit.
Hobbit.
Yes, a hobbit. A hobbit thief and an elf mage. And they're always like, no, you shouldn't do that. And the guy's like, no, this looks delicious. I'm gonna eat it. It's a monster. I want to eat it.
I'll give that to him. And I have the like the D&D book that shows on the monster manual or whatever. And as I was flipping through it, I was like, if these animals were real, these things would go extinct from how. It's just like how the dodo went extinct because we overhunted them and ate them. The Dutch overhunted them and ate them. Bison almost went extinct. We still have them because we were like, okay, let's not have a dodo incident. But the dodo went extinct because we were like, yeah, these things.
I feel bad for the audience right now.
The fuckers in the book would be absolutely extinct if, like, they would be served up real well.
Alex, are you also hearing that? Are you also hearing that?
Yeah.
When it gets louder and louder.
What?
When it gets louder and louder.
Oh yeah, a little bit, but not that bad.
Well, for me, it's really bad because I'm in stuff on speaker and the iPad's literally next to the speaker. It's not your fault, Alex. Zach, it's not your fault, but I'm just saying, wow, I feel bad. But, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Okay, so in this situation, it would actually help us with solving world hunger.
Everything going extinct?
No. Not going extinct. Yes, eliminate the problem. Have everything go extinct and we start eating each other. Voila. We start eating each other, we reduce the population. Reduce the population, we can make more of the population. And it's an endless cycle, you know?
So, right, okay, but that would never work, because...
That's not what I was talking about. I was joking for that moment.
We'd never be able to outstrip our capabilities of eating one another.
That wasn't the thing I was trying to talk about. That was a joke that started when Alex said that. No, what I was originally going for before Alex said that was like the whole premise of having a dungeon that keeps on like respawning monsters and all that stuff. That would probably solve world hunger.
Yeah, that would solve.
Okay, yes. Okay, that makes more sense.
Yes, my candle idea is a good idea, but that wasn't the idea I was going for. Because I think it was...
How do you solve world hunger? By quadrupling it. Kill everybody.
Well, if you do it this way, if you want, I don't know, provide for your family, all you gotta do is go inside the dungeon, kill a bunch of monsters, gain money from killing that monster, and just eat their meat afterwards. And
Yes,
you'll just do that. But guess what? It won't affect the ecosystem. I mean, okay. In the show, it has a thing where if you overeat and stuff in the ecosystem and like some of the things, the fact of how it all play out is if you overeat something and the stuff doesn't respawn when it's supposed to respawn, other monsters will start coming up to the surface. That's the premise of the show.
Then put that in perspective of how much regular human beings eat in general. If we were getting large amount of our food from that one dungeon, we'd be bleeding it of all, like, it'd be setting out the hardest shit imaginable immediately.
Well, okay. In this situation, for the show, we only know there's one dungeon, but it's only reserved to this village. There might be millions of other dungeons that are forming in other places. So, I don't know, say if in our state, or, I don't know, in our town, there was a dungeon. And, well, if we had that dungeon here, that would be restricted only for our state, or, I don't know, city, or whatever. I don't know in this situation, I don't want to say where we actually live, but where we are currently, we would have our own personal dungeon. In this area, only our people can mess with this dungeon. And so in this situation, we'd be able to do that because, one, we get the gold from it, if we're using gold at this time. But in the same process, being able to provide the family, with food. We wouldn't have a shortage. Obviously, there would be a cooldown of when we would have to go back in there, because they got to respawn and all that stuff. But the only effect with that is, if we keep on messing with the ecosystem to a point, we will start having the risk of having higher level of monsters coming up and raiding, the surface and all that stuff. Because
definitely love the sound of dungeons and shit coming to real life, because I feel like, one, it'd be really fun to fight monsters, and then two, actually, you're gonna make me watch that goddamn show. Fuck you.
I mean, it's a good.
You watch an anime, you son of a bitch. Fuck.
What? Are you liking the idea of the premise of it right now?
Nice. And now I really want to watch it.
I mean, it's really good. I would say that. It's still coming out more. It's actually another episode's supposed to come out tomorrow, actually.
This is your plan all along.
Yes!
Anime, you son of a bitch.
Well, okay. I will say, Zach, you're gonna love The Cook.
I know, because you know that one channel that you and Alex watched, Cooking with Fred or whatever? He's made videos on that show, so I've already seen bits and pieces, and yeah, I do like The Cook. He was cool.
Oh, yeah. It's
the one older guy.
Remember that time I showed you if you knew who this guy was as he was making a burger?
Oh, that guy.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But yes, him, you're gonna fucking love him. I like him. Okay, now we're back on the anime, but the dwarf is one of my favorite characters because he's one of the characters that resorts to eating what the dungeon provides. But in the same process of it, he also maintains the dungeon as well.
He keeps the balance.
Yes, he keeps the balance. He pretty much reuses everything. He cleans out the entire dungeon itself. He's, let's see. There's a point where he starts, bonding with the party he's with because they're able to, get through things. Because, the Hobbit is a thief and he's a trap master. And normally the dwarf wouldn't be able to do some stuff because, he's an expert in there. But it's funny because a lot of the time the trap master would be like, no, you can't do this, it's dangerous. And then literally the dwarf would be like, you know what, it's dangerous, but I can use this stuff to cook. He'll literally pull out a flamethrower and use it to cook up a pot or something like that.
Everything for his craft.
Yes, it's fucking amazing. I'm actually thinking about doing a D&D around this. I would fucking love doing that.
Doing the thing inspired by cooking or whatever.
Yeah, that'd be wonderful. But yeah, this is why I brought it up, Zach, because you will fucking love it. Because I know I did. A lot of stuff that they show looks fucking delicious. Yeah. I also recommend you watching it too, Alex.
Okay.
You'll probably have a pretty good time with the fantasy aspect of it and the food aspect with it too. So you get double the bonus right there. I don't know.
I love D&D too. What the hell?
Well, you like D&D, but you don't like anime.
Yeah, but isn't it a D&D inspired anime?
Yeah, it's pretty much like that. Yeah, you'll see a whole bunch of things think you'd understand if you're a D&D fan, and you'd love it.
We're not sponsored by,
Yeah, no, we're not sponsored by D&D. We're not sponsored by D&D and Beyond.
Please D&D Beyond if you're watching, sponsor us for Christ's sake and kill for
Yes, sponsor the 2-episode podcast. The podcast that currently only has, let's see, that only has 21 views. Now, viewers, if we're at that point where you see this, watch more. We need it, and we also need the likes. And subscribe. We need that. You need money.
L.G.Y.A for future content.
Yes, the L.G.Y.A animations. Which, you know what I forgot, Alex? We still need to figure out what we're going to call this podcast. Because we're not just going to call it Little Graveyard Podcast. Because, I heard it like millions of times when I was watching the video when I was editing it, and I'm like, I fucking sound stupid when I say that.
The graveyard.
Well, okay, graveyard sounds like a good one, but that's used too much. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's our name.
Okay, what about the Sleepy Hollows?
It is already copyrighted.
Okay, the Hollows.
It is also already copyrighted.
Fuck! Well, whatever, people. We'll figure it out at some point, so you will never know what this is actually called. But, anyways, avoiding that, back to the food anime. I fucking love watching it because it makes me hungry every time I watch it.
And that's one of the
Everything makes you hungry.
when it does a good job at making you hungry.
Well, the thing is, like, when I watch, is it Delicious Dungeon?
Yeah, it's Delicious in the Dungeon.
Delicious in the Dungeon? Most stuff actually looks like it would actually be a thing. Like, let's see, there is Kelpie, there's a Kelpie dish, there's a scorpion dish, there's a, what else? There's a man-eating plant dish.
I've always wanted to see how snapping plants actually taste, because I've heard that they secrete a really, sweet enzyme. That's how they digest stuff, and I've heard that their flesh is similar to the texture of meat. So I've always wondered what it would be like to eat a fly trap.
Well, do you know why it's like that?
So they can lure in their prey.
Well, it's like that too, but, the reason why it tastes like meat is because they're eating so many insects.
Yeah.
It's like how bears will eat berries and, fish and that stuff, and you got that sweetness to it because it's what they're eating.
Well, yeah, I think
anything tastes like meat.
What?
I said if you combine enough stuff, anything tastes like meat.
Oh, yeah.
He's right. He's not wrong. He's 100% right.
No, it wasn't that it was wrong. I just didn't hear him. Yeah, if you combine anything, you can make a substitute of anything.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't there a mushroom that tastes like crab meat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mushroom?
Yeah, there's a mushroom that tastes like crab meat.
Mushrooms?
Okay, I just want to make your word right.
A lot of mushrooms taste like actual meat. Taste like steak or chicken.
Yeah, it's fucking weird, but at the same time, it's weird because,
Impossible Burgers exist?
What?
And artificial flavoring.
Well, okay, so mushroom burgers are different from what we're talking about. Yeah, sometimes they can have a similarity between meat, but, wait, are you talking about, actual mushroom burgers, or just mushrooms with burgers?
No, I'm just, meaning, just putting enough vegetables together that it has the texture of meat.
Oh, yes. It's because the vegetables, depending on what vegetables you're putting in for the meat, it has that texture because it's tough enough and not like not too much resistant to a point when you're actually biting into it. Now, you know what? We're actually talking about food. That's a good thing right now. But, like, yeah, I don't know. It's actually really weird because, like, there's things that aren't meat that end up being, that tricks your mind into thinking it's meat. And I think it's kind of what the vegetable's aiming for. You know? Maybe, oh, you know what? What if we started getting a cordyceps virus because of that? I didn't think about it. The cordyceps virus itself, like, when it was starting with ants, ants would literally come over to like eat from that mushroom.
Yeah, but that's not how that works.
Well, okay.
Yeah, not the Last of Us.
They can only it has to mutate.
Well, okay. The only limit from what the cordyceps virus has to like actual real life is that our body heat is too much for the actual process of it. We're not like
about global warming that shit might change, which it is possible for the Last of Us 2 to be. If anything were to happen out of what was on the apocalypse, the cordyceps from the Last of Us would be probably the most likely one.
yeah, because like I will say it's probably not going to be like that whole situation where, like, you know, they're running after you. I'm pretty sure it'd be a slow process.
Like, but it'd also probably be, like the doctor said, it'd be extinction.
Yeah, it'd be extinction. You know what? It'd probably most likely be that one bone disease where, like, people will become living statues because their bones start fusing with other bones. Yeah, there's a disease out there it's really rare where people will develop more bone with their own bones, and it'll start fusing with certain bones to the point where the person will get locked up.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Alex, you know what I'm talking about?
I'll just play along and pretend I do.
Well, either way, it's literally what it sounds like. People will literally start freezing up because the bones are starting to fuse with each other. And it's getting to that point where it starts fusing with the muscles as well. And it's some with their muscles.
Oh, okay.
And it gets to that point where someone can't move at all, and they have to have assistance with it. There's people that will be able to not be able to walk because their legs too stiff to even move, or someone be stuck in like a sitting position for the rest of their life because, you know, they're in that position when they start growing and all that stuff. And so I bring that up because, like, I feel like if the cordyceps virus was to actually be real, I feel like that'd be more of a situation that would happen more than, like, you know, it be mobile. It would literally, like, all the spores and stuff would start spreading through your bloodstream, and then, you know, all that fungus would start spreading through your body and would pretty much lock you into place and start making you, like, stay in one place and, well, I don't know how it'd spread, though, in that situation.
It has to be kind of beautiful.
Yeah, because, like, in that situation, if it was like that, yes, people that would only eat mushrooms, especially when it was spreading, that would only happen to them. And I'm pretty sure if we found out that's why, then, yeah. A lot of people would try to say, no, don't eat mushrooms, that's bad for you, and all that stuff. And then we got remnants of, like, people that, like, eating mushrooms just, like, standing in, like, middle of roads or streets, and you just see them, like, frozen in time as, like, roots start going through their, like, skin down to the ground. Imagine seeing that.
That works.
Like, the unlucky few that just happen to be like, mushroom! If only. But yeah, anyways, But yeah, I feel like the cordyceps virus would work mainly in that way because I don't think it'd be that it wouldn't be in that situation where the metabolism from the fungus, growing to the point where it would make our bodies move at a rapid rate because it'd be too much for it. I'm pretty sure if we started moving at a rapid rate, it would die, wouldn't it? Wouldn't you think? I guess I really would think scientifically about this stuff, but yeah, I don't know. But wow.
Read me about that, and go back to what you said, and then restate it, because I was trying to get more info.
So, you know how our body heat increases when we move?
Yeah.
I feel like in that situation, the fungus itself wouldn't be able to go through our bodies to a point because the heat would be so indifferent. It'd be trying to adapt to it, but it wouldn't be able to be able to adapt to it because it's to the point where it's still dying. Because in a situation,
look at like say the Florida Everglades. That is hot and humid and always on the moving, and there's tons of mold and moss and different bacteria and shit down there. If anything, that place should be renovated if going off of like what you're saying.
No, so
it's not that case. They adapt to that stuff.
No. In this situation, I get what you're saying. Yes, since they're in the Florida, but since our bodies, if we're in Florida, yes, the heat would be something that the fungus and all that stuff would already be adapted to. But our heat increases no matter what. Even if we're in a hot environment, our body heat changes more than what our environment is. Sure, we can, our bodies will be like, yeah, it's hot, but as we're moving, all the muscles are getting all that tension and all that stuff, and that's bringing in warmth. And so when people start moving and all that stuff, the reason why, and like after they're moving so much, they try to slowing down and they're stopping. The reason why they do that is because the more activity that you have to your body, the higher you keep on getting because the muscles inside are warming up so much because there's so much tension building up. Like if you start rubbing your hands together and you get that warmth, that's pretty much what's happening with our muscles because they're sliding up against each other and there's so much pressure building up within like every tendon and all that stuff. And so in this situation, for the fungus itself, it wouldn't be able to adapt to it because there's an irregularity in the temperature itself.
Are you done?
Alex, do you need to go?
Yeah, I need to go.
Oh, well.
I think that's a good place to end it. Don't even been talking about food and cordyceps. Point is, food is delicious, and if the last of us were to happen, we'd pretty much be fucked.
That's true. Well, you hear that, folks. Alex has to go, so we'll end the episodes because of that. Like always, we'll always try to make another episode. And when we start actually working on it to a point, be sure to watch our show called Mob. It's pretty good. At least we hope it's pretty good. And you'll probably like it. But yeah, folks, we're gonna have to cut it short for this episode. So, yeah. I guess see you guys later.